All week long, we've highlighted Black innovators who are creating more spaces for community. Today, we introduce you to a tech employee who learned a new skill to create what he was looking for in the Pacific Northwest. Music has a way of bringing people together. For Bobby Akinboro, it was his answer to solve the problems he faced when moving to Seattle in 2016.
I'm this kid that was born in Nigeria, raised in Dallas, so I never found issue finding people like me. And then I get to Seattle and it felt like it was a struggle.
His answer to that problem? Learning to DJ as a way to create the community he was searching for.
My first event brought 75 people, and that was 3 months after I moved to Silver City.
Little did he know, his newfound hobby was about to take off to become something much more.
Immigrant, born and raised in Nigeria, so when I thought of careers, there were only 4 options. I had to be an engineer, a doctor, a lawyer, or an accountant.
Bobby chose engineering. A career at Microsoft is what brought him to the city.
I think the biggest shock overall was just realizing the Seattle freeze is a real thing.
Only 22 at the time, Bobby thought the area should have brunches, parties, and more places to hang out for Black people. He turned to the turntables as a way to fill the gap. DJ Blast, his alter ego, was created out of necessity.
I don't know why that was the solution in my head, but I was like, I'm going to figure this thing out and I'm going to bring people together through music.
3 months after that first event brought 75 people, his second brought 300. The momentum continued. Then a Microsoft coworker saw him in action.
And they were like, hey man, like you work with us, but you're doing all this on the side. Why don't we like bring you to Microsoft and do something? And that's how I did my very first concert for Pitbull. And now I go from rooms of 300 to a room of 5,000 at Gasworks Park.
What started as a way to bring the Black community together in Washington has brought thousands together all over the world. Blast has opened shows for many artists, including Dua Lipa, Nas, One Republic, Burna Boy, and Wale. Somehow, he still finds time to keep the vibes flowing throughout the city.
God knew what he was doing for me. There's no way I could have ever seen any of this coming.
So how do you feel being kind of like an ambassador for people moving from all over the world to Seattle?
I'm like, when did I become TripAdvisor? When did I become that person? And then I realized, no, this is actually like an area of responsibility. Like some people's entire experience of Seattle could happen through me.
Bobby still works full-time at Microsoft and continues to host events for the company. We can be the first to tell you, starting April 4th, DJ Blast will serve as the official DJ for home Mariners games every Tuesday. So wow. A lot of exciting things happening for him.
Yeah, I love it. We also have our former fellow producer here, Brittany Brumfield. She helped you with the series Cultivating Culture, the two of you. I guess I'm just curious, Brittany, you're from Louisiana. South Carolina for you, Shantae, totally different culture in a lot of ways, especially when it comes to Black culture. I'm wondering what prompted you two to do this series here?
It's, well, coming from New Orleans, like hanging out is just such a lifestyle there. So coming here to Seattle, where I think the Seattle freeze is real, like it's really hard to try to find, friends. In my opinion. So that was one of the reasons why we decided to start the series.
Shantae?
And it just became one of those things where Brittany and I, one day in February, so this happened very quick, we were just talking about just what we went through when we moved here initially, and then we started talking about people we knew who were creating spaces. Then we were like, you know what? We should do a series. Clearly, we aren't the only ones feeling this way, and a month later, we have 5 stories now, and this is something we want to continue doing. And so far, we've received a lot of good feedback on it.
Absolutely. We've had a lot of you at home clicking on these stories as well, and I know that there's more coming. Anything we can look forward to? Anything to see next week or in the weeks to come?
Just stay tuned. You never know.
I love these characters you're meeting.
Oh, yeah, so many great characters, and we hope to keep that going. So if you know a Black person that is making impact in the community, please send us an email. Cultivating Culture will continue to air monthly on King 5.
Thanks, you too.